Please welcome Congressman Ted Yoho.
Hello, America. How you doing? How's Jacksonville doing? How you guys doing back here? Are you guys fired up? I thought so. My name's Ted Yoho. I'm a U.S. Congressman. I'm in my third year, and I'm a veterinarian by trade. A large animal veterinarian by trade. I'm a Christian conservative family man. I am a member of the NRA, and I do have a carry permit. I don't know if Mrs. Clinton can say those things. But I ran against a 24-year incumbent, and I had no political experience. Does that sound like anybody else? You know what they told me? You can't do it. You can't win. You don't have the experience, but we proved them wrong because of people like you, the grassroots movement that got out there and got out and voted and did things that the political establishment wasn't used to seeing. And so we're going to do it again, right? The reason I ran is because people said that the people in Washington, the career politicians, were the ones with the wisdom and the knowledge, and they knew how to fix things. Did you guys believe that? And so what I said, well, wait a minute. Let's think about this. The people with the wisdom and the knowledge that have been there for 20 years or 24 years or longer either led us to where we were at or they failed to prevent it. Do you want to send them back? Heck no, or something like that, right? And so we got elected, and we ran against John Boehner, voted against my first year, ran against him the second year, and we changed the political dynamics up there because people like you sent people like me up there, and we were not going to. And then I went to the convention 2 weeks ago, and I was on Alan Combs, and he said, come on, he's got a family, he's got to have a job, he's got to feed. But he goes, well, Mr. Trump has no experience. Mr. Trump can't win. I says, Alan, let's think about this. Donald Trump ran against a field of 16 polished, highly skilled politicians, and the American people put him at top, so I think he's going to do just fine. We have started a movement, you have started a movement and made it possible. The alignment in our life is God, country, and family. And we need to remind them in the establishment. When I was up at the RNC convention, a lot of the establishment was sitting in this back room, and when Mr. Trump came out, my wife and I and one of our teammates was with us, and we were clapping when he was saying stuff, make America great again, and, you know, doing the stuff that Donald does. And it was great because we're clapping, and the establishment they were confused. They still don't get it, but we're going to change that. We're going to unite the Republican Party. We're going to come together, and we're going to send the next president of the United States. And I got one of his hats here. And on the back of this hat, not only does it have an American flag, but if you look inside, Made in America. USA. And I'm going to take you back to 8 years ago when Hillary Clinton ran that commercial against Barack Obama. And it's 3 o'clock in the morning. And the phone rings, the red phone rings. Who do you want answering that? I can sure in the heck tell you who I don't want answering it. And I was there that day. Hillary Clinton came to I sit on the Foreign Affairs meeting, and when I was talking about Benghazi, and she goes, "What difference does it make?" I hope they can hear that on her next campaign speech. Miss Clinton, I'll tell you what difference it makes. There's 4 American families that will not see their loved ones come home. There's 4 American mothers, fathers, brothers, children who will not see their loved one come home. That's what difference it makes. And I can tell you what, our enemies, our allies don't know if they can trust or depend on us. And our enemies don't know, they don't fear or respect us. And I really don't care if they fear us. But I want them to understand that when America says something, America means what it says, and it'll back it up. And I'm going to end... And I'm going to end with this. At that convention, I had the opportunity to talk to about 80 ambassadors. A lot of them were from the NATO countries. And you heard Mr. Trump talk about we have to redefine NATO. We have to get it back on track. And when we were at that ambassador meeting, I had ambassadors from the NATO's countries come up to me and say, "You know what, we've been bad paying our dues for NATO. And we've paid them in arrears, and we've caught up." And the other ones were saying, "We put 2% into our budget, and we're going to make sure we're good standing with you," because they knew there's a new sheriff in town, and that guy is going to be Mr. Donald Trump. You guys are going to send him there. God bless you all.